Students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Today we are going to read our second poem, Wind, written by Subramania Bharti. Subramania Bharti was born in 11 December 1822 and was died in 11 September 1921. He was a Tamil writer, poet and journalist. First of all, I introduce this poem. In this poem, the poet talks to the wind. The power of wind has been described, and the poet says that wind is destructive. He has linked the destructive power of wind to the adversities of life and says that the weak people break down but stronger people emerge out of adversities. The poem gives an important message that we should be mentally tough and physically strong in order to survive the hardship of life. So this is introduction of this poem, and now uh, come to the point that we start this poem. The wind blows strongly and cause a lot of destruction. How we can make friend with it? In this poem, poet told us that how can we be friend with a wind. So wind comes softly, don't break the shutters of the windows, don't scatter the papers, don't throw down the books on the shelf. There's look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You were very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Poking fun means making fun of something, and weaklings means a person who is weak. So the poet is talking to the wind. He asked the wind to come softly. So he is saying that the wind should be very strong, loud. It should be soft and soft. Then he says that the wind is very powerful. It is destructive. It breaks the shutters of windows and scatters the papers. When the wind is powerful, all the books which are kept on the shelf fall down. So here the poet describing the power of wind. Then he says to the wind to look at the destruction that it had done. Whenever there is a strong wind and all the things that are weak, like plants, tiny children, etc., they all get scared and they can even fall and get hurt. We can say that in the initial part of the poem, the poet is referring to a wind as a young child. He is saying that it should be come softly just like a small child does. In the later part, we come to note that the wind is destructive just like a youth. Falling, crumbling housing, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling woods, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, and crumbling hearts. Here the wood crumbling is repeated so many times to lay stress that everything crumbles in the face of a strong wind. So the writer is saying that when wind is very powerful, it is very strong. It leads to break of everything. House which is weak fall, doors which are weak fall, the beam on which the roof of the building are spotted, they also fall, and the wooden structure fall, all the bodies of people fall, animals lives and hearts. The wind got winnows and crushes them all. So he's saying that everything crumbles, everything that is weak reacts by falling down and breaking in the face of adversity. He would not do what you tell him. Come, let's build strong homes. Let's joint the doors firmly. Practice to form the body. The poet is addressing to wind, a wind god, and he's saying that the powerful god of wind, we knows that means he shifts all the people, and those people who are weak fall down and get crushed. So here is comparison is made between the wheat and people. Just like we winnow the wheat to separate the grain from chaff, the wind gods separate the strong people from weak people. When there is a strong wind, and all things that are weak fall and get crushed. The poet wants us to make friends with wind, the adversities in our life. He says that the problem will not listen to us, they will come, so we should be prepared. In the preparation, we should build strong homes and close the doors of our house firmly so that wind cannot enter in. Do this, make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friend with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. He praised him very every day. The the poet has kept the wind on a pedestal. He's comparing the wind to God. He says that wind is a god and we praised wind every day. He adds that everything is weak get finished off in the face of the strong wind, and all the things that are strong flourish and grown to become stronger. He is giving us a very important message that we should not feel bad that we are facing so many challenging in our life. We should make ourselves physically and mentally strong of these challenges, and once we are strong enough, we will overcome the challenges. We will become friend with them, and then we will happy that we had these challenges in our life because they help us become stronger and better. So students, this is our poem, The Wind. The first part of the poem describe the action of wind. The poet asks the wind come softly. He requests the wind not to break the shutters of window, not to scatter the papers and throw down the books from the shelf. But wind throws the book and tears the pages. The poet says that wind makes mimicry to the weaklings. He brings down houses, crumbling doors, rafters, and even weak hearts. The poet advised us to be strong. Only then we can save ourselves from the wind. We should build our strong houses with firm doors. Other bodies and hearts should also be strong. In this way, it is the way of the word to kick the weak and to be friend with the strong. The wind blows out the weak fires but makes the strong fires roar and flourish. Thus, the poem conveys the idea that nobody cares for the weak. Even the wind is on the side of the strong people. We must make ourselves strong and to become successful and overcome the challenges in our life. So, students, this is our poem. Thanks and have a nice day.